good, solid day yesterday, whereas RedNinja11 honestly had a little adversity early on yesterday and then kind of rallied late on to secure that third spot.
Yeah, I mean, you really saw him come alive after that victory over Zazev. After he was able to beat Zazev, who for sure was one of the favorites coming into the Friday, he just pretty much opened up his game plan, and everything he wanted to get, he was starting to get. And I'm glad for the kid because he was a little bit disappointed with his beginning day yesterday,
Sure.
but with the end result, maybe he'll be a lot more prouder here today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, top four at Nationals, nothing to sneeze at there.
Mhm.
And now here we are on land, on stage. There we have the second seed, Major, warming up, getting ready. Who knows what champion he's going to select, because honestly, he has just a huge pool, a bevy of champions that he can pull from at any moment.
Yeah, we saw a lot of champs from him yesterday, going from Barraza to even like a Caspian. I mean, he plays a lot of champs. He plays a lot of weapons. But, you know, we saw it there yesterday when he had to close things out. The Barraza was what he ended up playing, you know, at the tail end of Friday. So maybe he'll start off with that. It's really hard to say.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, with RedNinja11 there, he really enjoyed playing on that diamond head. There he is, you know, giving us a little cheese for the camera there. Love to see it.
Yeah, for sure, in high spirits here today.
Yeah, so certainly both of them amped up, determined, motivated. I mean, they know, hey, listen, this is a chance to be a champ, to put your name, you know, stamp it into history books.
Oh yeah, and I think both players are going to be very exciting to watch here. So interesting about Major, the only set loss he took was against the #1 seed here today, Printer, which we'll probably be seeing later on today. But other than that, Major kind of swept through the competition. So I'm ready to see these two go back at it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a very interesting matchup there between these two. I don't know who's going to really come out on the top there, because it's one of those semifinals where it could go either way. Their Major certainly looked strong throughout, except against Printer, where he did struggle against. But again, this is a new day. You know, hey, you know, you've got a different breakfast possibly. You know, you know, maybe he slept a little bit differently than he did yesterday. You know, there's all these unknown factors, that human element there that makes it so interesting. Like, you know, yesterday's results don't matter anymore. You made it to today. Today's results are going to be completely different, and that's what set things apart.
Yeah, you know, the seeds don't matter because if you keep winning, you'll end up winning it all. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see who Major chooses, because that's going to really set the pace for what we're going to have here, game one.
Absolutely. As we get into it there, it looks like Major is going to get started off on the Kaya with Diamond Head as the favorite of RedNinja11, and so that is kind of the expected matchup from him. So your thoughts coming into this with Kaya coming in with that spear and the bow there?
Yeah, Kaya versus Caspian. This is going to be an interesting one because both players, no weapon dittos whatsoever. It's going to be, you know, bow and spear from Kaya, both very strong weapons, really good at what they do. Spear pretty good at keeping the opponent out, while bow can pick up kills and kind of just, you know, convert very well. On the other end, Caspian has those Katars, one of the fastest weapons in the game, allowing him to cut through any defense, and then the gauntlets just to, you know, kind of get in there and brawl.
Yeah, he's getting in on those gauntlets early here against a bow matchup. So a little bit of range compared to just getting in the face of their opponent. Diametrically opposed stylistically there. But you can see early on the damage pretty even here across the two competitors.
Yeah, I mean, the damage is fast and flowing. These two are really bringing their A game. Yeah, RedNinja able to disarm, but now we got the spear here on Major, but getting stringed up here. One more inlight into the recovery will probably take it here if Major is not careful, but oh, yeah, nice reversal there.
That was fantastic. Able to take the first stock of these Nationals here on day 2, and that Diamond Head putting in work, still holding on to that original stock here, and still able to put some good damage down. So again, this is now basically advantageous to RedNinja11.
Oh yes, for sure. You know, being up a stock doesn't mean much when you have that bow in hand. That down air is so great. It sends at that kind of negative 45-degree angle, sending your opponents straight down and with very low risk, because you're kind of just shooting the bow right down at him without having to get down and dirty yourself.
But here's Major rallying back. You see Bat looking on those two stocks, and again, putting a lot of damage now into that Diamond Head, where they're very similar on terms of damage there. So that is a really good spot to be where you've gotten that first stock taken conditionally. Now it's down to 1 stock here, so quickly flip the other way. RedNinja11 here looking very strong here in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, he mans that Diamond Head, a.k.a. Caspian, very well. Being able to hit the down sig there for Major, though, that could take the stock. Oh, yeah, you're in the red percents here, so you do not want to get hit by a sig.
Absolutely. See the grappling here, trying to get the nice combo going here. The bow putting in some work, though, and that is dangerous there. We'll see which weapon they choose to go with there, the bow or the spear. It does seem like the bow was able to counter temporarily there, and certainly a very strong weapon throughout, very consistent in terms of damage.
Yeah, for sure here, but it seems like our lasting weapon exchange here is going to be spear versus guitars. Oh, but these downlights, Major is just calling out the jumps with precision here.
And those guitars, we saw them so much yesterday here. That's a very favorite weapon of most of our competitors here. So I expect to see them throughout today's matchups as well as you see them.
Oh my goodness!
There's game 1 for Major. Player 1.
What nice positioning from Major there. He dodged the confirm from RedNinja, which was that inlight into the recovery. Barely got the dodge off, and then after getting that dodge off, was able to position himself below RedNinja and hit him with that N-Sig.
But that reversal there, where he was at a disadvantage so often throughout that first game there, able to quickly put in the damage when he needed to on that spear, and that was the difference maker, setting up game 1 there for Major.
3, 2,
All right,
1,
here we go. It's going to be the same characters, Kaya versus Caspian here. RedNinja, I mean, he has some pretty much adapting to do. You know, he has to make sure that he's not getting reversal so hard against Major, because it felt like Major was able to take stocks a little bit earlier than RedNinja, at least on the bow and the spear here.
Oh, sure. That's a big hit there. I was going to say that RedNinja maybe was pretty competitive, close in terms of stocks, and taking them quickly, relatively there. But here we have Major just absolutely dominating, doing that edge guard there, keeping RedNinja from getting on the stage and being comfortable on flat level surface here.
Yeah, I mean, that string was pretty clean. The double Sair to send it home, but RedNinja trying to look to fire back, but that recovery's not going to kill quite yet. And it's interrupted on the side 6, so not going to find the stock here, but just kind of keep throwing out those diamonds, young man, and you'll eventually find yourself evened up.
Yeah, just shine bright like a diamond sometimes.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
Ooh, dangerous stuff right here, getting on the edge, trying to see if we can get one dunked here.
Oh!
And it will get a dunk, courtesy of RedNinja11, and now we are down to 1 stock only on Major. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I mean, you got to watch it if you're Major. When you're playing against those guitars, they don't have, like, just raw kill power. A lot of their stock taking comes from these strings and sending you off stage.
Yeah, they've got so much speed in there, and that's what makes them so deadly and quick to change things. But what power coming out from the bow to take that stock, and now half the stock difference here. It could be anyone's game here in game 2.
Yeah, one of Kaya's best sigs there, the neutral sig on the bow, able to slide in and shoot up the Owl Spirit, sending them home.
Now a little bit of gamesmanship here as you see Major getting some damage in with that Kaya, but here comes the response from Caspian.
All right, we're swapping over to the guitars to try to send it out. Oh, the side sig not going to connect.
Low for Major, but he gets it anyways on the red damage, and it doesn't matter, as that's 2 games now for Major.
Yeah, that down sig was very clutch from Major. Once again, clutching it out with another spear sig. Major's been really good on the spear here today.
Really fantastic work there. We'll see if we make any sort of changes. No, they are confident. They are sticking with the Kaya and the Caspian there. They are absolutely committed to the bit, so to speak.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. I mean, I'm liking the headstrongness from RedNinja, being able to just kind of go back at it, because these games are close. You know, he eventually gets like clutched out pretty much against Major. That's pretty much what it's always come down to. It's come down to one last interaction at the end of the game. So it just slight adjustments. You could probably see RedNinja11 taking these games.
However, he is in the danger zone of being eliminated here. This is a best of 5 5, and this is game 3. Game 4 and 2 went to Major, so he has to absolutely throw everything against the wall and see what sticks against Major right now, because Kaya's got his number.
And there goes the elephant spear there. I mean, the Mammoth, a very good move from Kaya there, able to catch pretty much all types of jumps. And there goes the down air, sending him straight down. This is a scary scenario, but able to recover his way out.
Fantastic recover there, able to gain a little bit of advantage to see if they are able to take advantage of that. But no, out to the side here, knocked out, and again, that spear is so deadly in Major's hands.
Yeah, you can see he's even opting to hold on to the spear instead of going for the bow, but immediately gets disarmed. RedNinja11 able to push the advantage with that insig.
Looks like a straight out Yu Yu Hakusho with that one. Just kind of shot him out there with the spear.
Yep, indeed. And onto the Katars now. RedNinja trying to push the advantage, get some early damage here. Yeah, those strings coming in clutch right now.
He's kind of game and shift, jockeying for a position now, waiting for the opportunity to get the opponent near that edge, do some serious damage and try to knock him out there. Both of them on that second stock, but you are starting to see RedNinja starting to adapt just a little bit here. We'll see if they're able to hold on to it here. Or if they just get knocked down to the side and down to their last stock here in this matchup. They need to hold on to it dear life and pull out something tricky out of the bag.
Yeah, and if you saw that, it all kind of started when Major was able to call out that jump with that D-Light. Able to do that, put RedNinja in a very bad position, and that down sig will close out the stock. I mean, RedNinja's back against the wall. Will he be able to perform here against one of the top competitors in this tournament? There goes a side sig, and RedNinja evens it up.
Yeah, RedNinja, like we said, coming from a senior from Lexington Christian Academy in Lexington, Massachusetts. His entire family came here with him at Nationals, took the flight here to Kansas City. So they are looking for him to try to find something special here. Stays alive for now, but will he do it? No! Game, set, match in a sweep. Major takes out RedNinja11.
All right, 3-0 in a head shake, and Major looking as composed as ever. On the Kaya, no switches. I mean, Kaya's such a strong hero, and Major piloting her perfectly.
Cool, calm, and collected there on stage as well. It feels like it was business as usual for Major. He has his eyes locked in and set on one thing, and that is that national championship.
Of course, you know, he wants to close it out. I mean, one of the more tenured competitors in our finals here, Major, you know, a senior, and he's been playing this game for, you know, a few years here now, so he most definitely has the veteranship status over a lot of these young guys trying to come up like RedNinja.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a hard road there for sure because, you know, whoever he gets to face, whether it's going to be Zaziv or it's going to be potentially Printer on the other side there. Both those guys, they met earlier this year in the Spring Major final, and Zaziv came out on top in a reverse sweep, so and he's the 4th seed right now. So either way, you have championship pedigree coming up against him, so it's going to be a tough matchup for him. For Major, regardless of who his competitor might be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very interested in our next match that's coming up, the Zaziv versus Printer. You were already mentioning it. These two kind of have a rivalristic-like history between each other. So this is going to be quite the barn burner.
Yeah, and it's going to be a little bit of a diametrically opposed stylings there, right? Because you look at with Printer, he was so deadly on that Black Knight, the Orion there for him, and it was just absolutely devastating to his opponents there because nobody had an answer for his rocket lance.
Yeah, I mean, the lance is one of those weapons where if you are not ready, it can be a pain point for a lot of players, especially when you get to these higher levels of play. Just the amount of disjoint and safeness that a lot of the aerials on the lance has is just kind of oppressive if you're not ready for it.
Meanwhile, with Zaziv there, you know, he had his struggles. And it kind of came as a shock to us that he dropped so many games that he did. But again, it is a different day, and there's an opportunity here potentially to find a new groove there because, you know, it was not something that we kind of expected from that pedigree. But again, every day is different, you know, and it's that human element there that you can't count for.
Yeah, and what a message it would be to send if you beat the top seed of the tournament, the favorite coming into day 2 here to kind of start off. So
he did take a map off of him yesterday.
Yeah, he took a map, and it looked like he was going to rally and come back, but, I mean, obviously Printer's very clutch and was able to close it out. So I'm very excited. We're going to have a classic matchup of Artemis versus Orion. You know, in the lore, these two are familiar with each other, so it's only fitting that they go toe-to-toe here in Brawlhalla.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to take a brief break, folks. When we come back, we will have that matchup for you right here on stream. Do not go anywhere. This is the HSEL Nationals right here on Kansas City, twitch.tv/HSEL.